Yes, so I mean, let's talk about everything. Because I don't want to enter. You will now be telling me that you don't do this one. This is the one you do. Because so many people have such experiences. Yeah. For example, oral sex. Some guys don't like to go down there.
Oral sex, that the one you use your mouth. Yes.
They don't like to. So, and their partners love it. You wash plates.
You will lick it clean.
Just that. But if you don't talk about it and you go into it, she might not want to talk about it because maybe she's scared of saying it to you. Depends on the kind of relationship you have. If it's a superior and whatever relationship, but it's good to talk about it. Guy, do you give head? No, I don't. Fine, bye. It was nice meeting you. Because I cannot suffer in the relationship.
So that one not even deal breaker.
But if you're willing to learn,
you will give the person tutorial. Tutorial. Okay.
Honestly, that won't be like a first or the main deal breaker for me. I'm the type of person that I love to, learn. So whoever I'm with, I'll tell you, and slowly and gradually, I'll teach you how to go into it. If you don't like giving it, you must like it. We'll get to that point. When we get to that bridge, we're going to cross it. I'll make myself so. When you want to cook, and you make it so attractive. That's the way. There are different ways. Not a prawn. Some net and some lingerie, some nice stuff. You eat LV, to make sure that place is very, very.
Okay.
Yeah.
You marinate the place.
You marinate the place with nice pineapple, watermelon,
Yeah. See me taking the cook in his kitchen. Oh.
See me too. Thank you.
Nice.
I mean, I was going to say something on what she said. I actually really agree with Ezine. I think sexual compatibility is very important. So, like first day, okay, maybe not first day, at least after we exchange pleasantries and I know your name, okay, do you give head? Do you eat ass? Let's know. So if that's something that I'm into, and I cannot do without, and it's something you cannot do, we don't waste each other's time. Because a lot of people get into relationships and think, sexual compatibility is not important, but it is very important. And that's why you find out people cheat on their partners because, their partner is not willing to do something that they really, really like. So if you don't have that conversation early on,
it might become difficult in the long run.
And sometimes some people are very deceitful, right? So they do it because they do it like campaign to win you over. And when they see that you're stuck there, they tell you
after they win election,
and then you leave
they
them.
will now remember that they need to buy SUV.
And then you leave.
That's the problem.
And then you leave.
The problem is
because how is it a problem?
Most people are stuck in their relationships, like they are there, they are emotionally attached now that they now want to manage that thing because they can't go away.
Go through the whole process of starting all over again. Looking for somebody that suits your preferences.
Yes. But if you have a partner that is not prioritizing your sexual preference and does not care that you really want something badly, then that partner does not care about you. It's time to move to someone else.
You can always check out sex toys. You can always go through that angle. You can check out, there are different sex toys that can eat you out, honestly.
Yeah, but some people don't want sex toys. Some people want their man to do it.
Well, if you get to a point in your relationship where you have to introduce sex toys.
No, I'm all for sex toys.
Yeah,
I'm all for sex toys.
Because your man can do everything. If he's not going to eat you, okay, at least you can spice up the game, get whipped cream, get some nice Skittles.
But the thing is, there's some men, let me not say Nigerian men, but there's some men that don't, they will say sex toys, no, we can't use sex toys, What if you have a partner like that doesn't want you to use sex toys?
I'm not a sex toy person.
Really?
Yes, I like body warmth. I like body warmth. I want to hear you whisper sweet nonsense into my ear.
I mean, all that is nice.
Yeah, exactly. No, you can just tell myself. I want to hear it from you when I hear your heart beat. I want your sweat to touch my body.
It will be doing that and you're still using the sex toy. Both of you are even using it together.
I know one thing though. See, what a sex toy can do, what a good vibrator can do. I don't know one man that can do that job.
True that.
And that is just fact.
True that.
That is just fact. Let's not lie. You see that rhythm, that consistency that the vibrator has. No man can wiggle his tongue consistently like that till you come. Consistently. Sometimes, when you're doing it with a man, he's getting the rhythm, and then you're about to come and then he changes something. I'm like, oh my goodness, get the fuck out of my face.
Like who sent you?
Do you understand? But sex toy would never make that mistake.
So that's the reason most guys would never buy the idea of their partners using sex toys because it takes away the. You know how you are. I don't know the example to give. You know how your. Okay, let me forget this example I want to give. But the thing is, right? If you never spoil, you can't spoil. That's the problem.
Yes.
They cannot handle, they cannot hold you back again.
Yes.
If you and your husband are used to having missionary style, and one day, maybe something happens, another person tells you to turn back, and you like it that way, that's the end.
You have to learn though.
You teach your partner.
Yeah.
So if your partner is giving you normal one and you have been taking it for years, and then vibrator just comes like this,
And your legs begin to
And
shake
takes
like
you-
small generator.
and takes you there in 3 seconds. What are you doing with man again? That's the reason most men don't want you to get there. Because it takes away the
fear.
Because if he's around, he's not around, I'm good. Okay. Oh, bye.
But
You're
let me
tired,
tell you
okay.
something. While you are using your vibrator and you are feeling it, your man is also feeling it.
Exactly.
Didn't know
Yes,
about
it
this.
also
Exactly.
tickles them as much as it tickles you. For men that have you tried that before? You've been quiet. Have you tried
So
that?
wait. Okay, also you will be doing it with the man, and then you would
Yeah.
introduce the.
Sex toy, the
Okay.
vibration, both of you feel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. This is
Yeah,
new
you should
to me.
try it.
I haven't
Both
used
of
the
you.
vibrator
You should
before
try
anyway.
it.
So,
You should try it.
yes.
It's their own different
Because I
world.
like body warmth.
And it's
I
still
mean, you can
best
have
of
the
both
two.
worlds.
You can have the two.
Best of both worlds.
Really?
But maybe Ezinne they look herself, they thought say, I know myself.
I know myself.
The day I try jollof rice with stew,
I know myself.
I might not go back.
HM.
So I think it's interesting that we have started like this because while we are having a robust conversation, but the truth is, most often it is easier to say than for that conversation to happen. Because, I mean, we have spoken about how if you like a man, tell him. There are people who will tell you that they prefer to hug transformer. After they don't enter bathroom, soak themselves for bathtub for 7 hours, than tell a man that I like him, I will give him green light. And it's also a problem. Now, you might have ego where you feel, if I tell the man, he might feel like I'm not doing enough. I don't want to hurt his feelings. But this conversation, in all honesty, is not an easy one to have. So what do you say to people who maybe they want to have this conversation, but you know yourself, you get some people when you say, they touch their nipple, everywhere don't flood. No be joke, you touch nipple, everywhere don't flood. The person, if they look, say, making no, if even they feel embarrassed somehow, if that kind of thing happen. Some people might not want to just open up and have this conversation. Are there ways through which you can maybe water the ground and make it easy for the lady to say, okay, I want to be more expressive?
I have a problem with us in this part of the world. We're too conservative and it's a problem. Like, the embarrassment only exists in your head. I promise you. If you tell your partner, babe, see, I need you to do this to me, nothing is going to happen. The worst that will happen is you say, no, I can't do it. And then you know what type of man you're working with. But you not being able to say it at all, I don't know why people are like that. I think it's just the way we're brought up in this part of the world. But I personally don't have a problem expressing anything with my man. I'll say anything. If I'm even with somebody that I can't talk to like that, then we can't even be together. I'm telling you, if I want you to write my face, so if I want to write your face, I will tell you. And even if it's not something you were doing before, you have to learn. At the end of the day, like, you should be open to, learning your partner and evolving and finding new ways to satisfy your partner, because sex is important in a relationship. It is important to come. Very important. I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
only way you can be comfortable in the relationship.
It is important to come. So I don't know why people hold back. I don't know why people are not as expressive as they should. If you think about it, what's the worst that could happen? He'll say, oh, sorry, I can't do it. Or he'll look at you like you're a bad girl. Or I don't know, because there are people that say that. They say, oh, yeah, if my girl is saying then I cannot marry her, then I can. We're just hypocrites. Because at the end of the day, we're going outside and we're cheating on our partners with people that are doing these things that we don't want our partners to say. So I don't really understand. It's like we're walking backwards in this country. Like, I want to be satisfied, but I don't want to tell my partner. So I'll go outside and do it with somebody else. And then if my partner says the same thing to me, then I'll be a hypocrite and say, oh, I'm not going to marry her. That's just bullshit.
Is there a creative way of telling your partner that you are really you are not, is there, see, this is what I'm saying, until you're faced with a personal experience.
I have been faced with a personal experience.
Good. And this is not generalizing, I'm just saying, it just be like person will be say you get friend when get body odor. You go think say it very, very easy to get that kind of conversation until he reach to get that kind of conversation. For some people, it's a lot easier to say, okay, let me just we get people, even they do this thing as trivia questions now. How do you tell them? Some people say, okay, I will give him this, I will give him that. Now you have invested so much in a relationship where you and somebody there together, you see how happy you make the person feel, or how happy the person makes you feel. You can't look, say, this thing feel crush this person ego. You know, some people might want to they might want to say, okay, let me adapt. Some like for some people size matters, for others size doesn't, so long as you can, you know, make use of it. But people find it very difficult. Let me not say not everyone, but it's a valid concern. So how do you think, you know, you can approach this worry and tell your partner and say, Bobo, I'm not getting there?
You know what I would say? I would say, for me, I'd say, okay, start by telling your partner everything you like about them. You know I love you. You know that I'm not ready to leave you. I love being with you, everything. But to make our relationship stronger, there's certain things I would need us to work on. Do you understand? And I'm willing to also, you know, learn certain things that you also need me to work on for the betterment of our relationship. But you see, this our sex, I'm going to need you to start sitting on my face. That's it. There's no better way to say it.
You do the whole introduction.
Yeah, just let your partner know that you say I love you and everything, and then you end it with, but I need this thing for us to, you know, have a better quality of relationship. And I mean, I understand that it's not something that you're going to start automatically tomorrow, but, you know, let's start practicing. You're not going to get it right tomorrow, but let's just start doing this small. At the end of the day, it's just the both of us that are here. There's nobody watching us, so why are we embarrassed to do this thing? So you just have the conversation in the nicest way possible. And yeah.
I think that if you talk, you will die. If you don't talk, you will still die. So why not just talk?
Exactly.
And be sexually satisfied.
I appreciate people who ask for feedback after the exercise. Like, was it good?